I hate when things like this happen, when I have to be a hater of some running shoes. However, Nike Revolution 7 are really bad for running. Moreover, I'm not sure they're good for daily wear. They lack so many things. Their biggest issue is lockdown. In general, you only have laces to secure them. There's no sufficient support on the sides to provide it. The front is rather loose and lacks elements to lock foot in place. You slide back and forth with every step, which is really uncomfortable and does not allow for a fair assessment of these shoes in every other aspect. For daily wear, however, you do not need a lot of lockdown, and maybe that is not a problem. The mesh used here is rather unbreathable. Yes, it could be good during the cold period, but now during summer, it only increases the discomfort level of these shoes. You sweat a lot while sliding back and forth. I understand that it won't happen to everyone, but I had a lot of unnatural blisters right after the first run. You do have extra puffiness in the heel, collar, and tongue, which should increase the comfort level of these shoes. And probably for daily wear, they do. However, we tested them for running, and it is really hard to feel that your foot is in comfort due to the reasons mentioned before. When you slide against a big collar, it's almost exactly the same as sliding against a small one. So if I need to evaluate comfort, I'm highly dependent on lockdown. For running, such comfort is not acceptable. However, for daily wear, it could be pretty decent. Personally, I prefer a higher level of breathability for daily wear since my feet are pretty demanding. When it comes to the midsole, there are also some concerns. Overall, the cushioning is good. Yes, you do not have maximum stack height, which could serve for big runners, but most runners will find it sufficient. They do absorb shock, and you'll definitely find them sufficient for your daily runs. The foam is pretty stiff and does not have a lot of flexibility. This leads to quite a slappy transition. If you land on your heel, you do not feel any coordinated transfer toward the forefoot. It feels very unnatural. If you land on your forefoot, it feels okay, similar to other running shoes. However, the foam is not bouncy, so you should not expect any sensational feeling during every step. You should count only on yourself to propel forward. So, on the heel, it's unnatural. On the forefoot, boring. And I'm sorry to land another negative comment, but I think I keep doing it because I was so unhappy about lockdown. Maybe I am a bit biased. It's hard to measure the stability of these shoes since, due to the loose feeling, you slide back and forth, and that means very low stability. However, you do have increased sidewalls, which hold your heel. Also, overall stiffness does not allow any wobbling. Again, I think I'm biased in this evaluation, so I would rather not rate it at all. In general, I would recommend staying away from these shoes. The only person who could actually appreciate them is someone with a really wide fit, which will fix the lockdown issue. This person also has to like the overall low breathability of the shoes or live in a cold region. And finally, they need to land on the forefoot. So rather demanding shoes.